Dudes and ladies, welcome back to MyStreet 5 years later. With your host who still does not have his microphones fixed, Jacob Butter.
Yeah, that was a weird thing. If I get to burp during that. I won't do that voice again for a while, I don't think. Anyways, welcome back to MyStreet 5 years later. And, yeah, I don't know why, I just disoriented myself doing that. Hang on a second. Nah, I'm fine. You know, I keep saying that I don't have that many outfits. I guess I do, I just reuse a lot of them. Anywho, let's see, let me load up the video for today, shall we? And that video would be this video, which appears to the side of me for some reason. There we go. An Ultima's Fight. Starlight Episode 8, aka MyStreet Season 5. So, yeah, this one is the one that we've been dreading, haven't we? Well, no use delaying it anymore. I'm already super late, so without further distraction, on with the reaction. Prepare to witness the contrast between how you play a scene for comedy and later on how you do the exact same premise seriously. Ooh, this is nice and cool. I should put
Mom!
the mug in the fridge on more often.
Miha! You're looking so beautiful today. Erin, you're looking just... cute!
You know, for a second I thought that she was going to be like, Aaron, you're looking okay, I guess. But then I remembered, no, this is season 5 Sylvana. She's freaking out about the werewolf thing. Of course. How could I have forgotten that? Oh, and he actually does do like a little bit of a whimper. I think at some point there's like a joke where he actually does like us a whimper, and this specifically gets called out by Athens. It was the first time. I thought it was like way earlier on. I guess I might have missed that or something. I don't know.
Mom, how have things been going for you?
Good. We've just been relaxing and enjoying the beach. Honestly, I've been working on my tan.
Looks like you need to work harder.
I was about to say she looks exactly the same. But you know, I guess tanning is a it's a gradual process. Not that I would know.
What? So, Eric, how about you?
Well, at first I was all for this vacation, but then there was a small hiccup and everything.
A small hiccup? What do you mean?
Afmo?
Huh?
Introducing the small hiccup and his girlfriend.
Caitlin? Travis? What are you doing here?
Of course, the classic thing that, I mean, I can't even complain, I do that all the time in my scripts.
Oh. You guys got some explaining to do.
What's going on?
They're dating.
Oh.
Looks.
And that's what you're going to focus on now. Again, to be fair, not like I can say necessarily that I wouldn't think of that as well, but also, yeah, definitely more to catch up on than just the dating life that is apparently happening.
It's like you guys got the explaining to do.
Wait, what?
That is also fair points.
Why are you wearing a werewolf's ears and tail?
Okay, you know what? I've got to tell this story. So you know how I said that it would be really great if if Monet was here for the end of Athmal's year, and also pretty much every episode of Starlight thus far, because of the unique input, let's say, that she would provide. Well, the thing about that is that because I was premiering the We Held on Fast episode yesterday, I sent a couple of screenshots over to her when that was happening, and I just basically described what the scene was about. Now, naturally, I have alluded to the implications that putting on werewolf ears and tail in universe was supposed to be. But the immediate, well, not immediate because it took a while for her to see the message, but once you saw it, the immediate response was, that's like blackface. Just flat out there. Which, obviously it is. That was precisely what I was getting at. But I just love how blunt she was about that. Just like, no like, ifs, ands, or buts. So yeah. According to how I give Aphmau a lot of credit, but in that situation, yeah, she gets none from me. Although that video surprisingly has 7 million views in comparison to like the 1 or 2 million that the ones next to it have. Which leads me to believe that we are some of the only people remotely connected to the Aphmau fan base that have discussed that. I know you're here, Aiden. I just need to finish that anecdote first before I let you in. Here, come on, say something.
I feel pain.
You feel pain? Yeah, I'm sorry. I was like in the middle of like I didn't want to interrupt myself.
No. Okay. So, oh god. Okay, here's how I describe this. Aphmau put out a video recently called "In Love with the Lone Wolf."
Okay.
It's at high school.
El solo lobo. So, yeah.
She's texting FC. The thumbnail is Aphmau and Aaron in their iconic pose between the doors. She met Travis, aka her not alone buddy. There's added exposition that makes everything sound a lot more forced than it did even in the original video. Everything's just repeating, and I hate it. I hate it here.
Not gonna lie, I'm kind of morbidly curious about that, purely because Aphmau obviously repeated stuff all the time. Go back.
No, this is literally repeating it.
Yeah, I am wondering. I am wondering because that can mean one of two things. One, that she is trying to make it very clear that these are an entirely different reality to the MyStreet canon, because people still to this day sometimes will say to me, "Oh, Ian did this thing or something with Pierce," and I was like, "What are you talking about?" I'm
Pierce isn't even canon to MyStreet.
And the other thing is that Aphmau doesn't actually want to let go of the story of MyStreet, but wants to somehow still include it for her modern audience.
Then bring back MyStreet. I don't get her.
It seems to me that she appreciates the story of MyStreet a little bit more than she lets on. That's my suspicion, but I will possibly check out that video sometime later. It seems that both in the modern day and 5 years ago, Aphmau's getting no credit from us today. It seems.
She doesn't deserve credit. She's just repeating season 1, but in her modern style, and it's terrible. Like, seriously, they had forced exposition about, like, FC, where FC texts her is like, "Oh, FC, my friend that I had forever, that I never met." Like, jeez, thanks, Captain Obvious.
Unfortunately, it does take away from the mystery. I guess because she can't really... like the way that she does things now, she wraps up a story beat in one video rather than continuing it onwards. Although that would be a clever way to bring back the storylines of MyStreet in some sort of way if she were to actually carry it on. Because
each video is like its own canon, though.
I know. I'm not saying like the story of. I mean the storylines of MyStreet in the modern way, not like the actual show MyStreet. Yeah. Because actually, what she could do...
I don't understand her, though. Like, what's the point...
Wait a minute. What she could do, actually, is not only they do the story beats, but frame them differently, but she could actually also use that synopsis at the beginning to promote her older videos, to encourage people to check those ones out first, and that way she'll get even more views as a result of that. I don't know. That would be my solution to that problem. So yeah, I don't know. Probably still with it, but the reboot that would have ensued from that would still be worse, granted. But yeah, still intriguing as a concept.
You know what Aphmau's newer videos remind me of? Most modern day reboots. like for especially the animated ones meant for younger audiences, like the Powerpuff Girls 2016, or even Ben 10, like from like 2016. Like
I
it
thought you said
reminds me of like a
Thundercats.
slightly. Oh yeah, no, Thundercats War also counts.
Hmm.
But basically, where it's like extra kidified, but at like downgraded quality, and that but then people somehow either like it more or it gets not no, it's not liked more. What I'm saying, it's liked more by a younger audience, and it may or may not be more profitable. I don't know about
Ooh.
Powerpuff Girls 2016 or Ben 10 though, to be
You know
fair.
what?
Or no wait, maybe it's not more profitable. I don't know.
I wonder if executives are playing 3D chess with us in that regard, because what could be happening is that people start off with something like Thundercats Raw or any of these other versions, and then as they grow up and discover there are other versions, as they are older, they latch onto the stuff that was originally the ones that people would have seen first off, and that way they get even more money as a result of it. I don't know if that's the intention, but that could honestly be a bit of a 3D chess maneuver on their part. I don't know. And also maybe a method to actually
Also, side note, she brought Pat into her new videos. I don't know if I appreciate that Pat's back, or if I feel bad for Pat being trapped in the situation.
I mean, I'm more impressed that she got Alejandro back, actually. I'm surprised that Kagi was even available to record anything for anyone anymore.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But also, what's so sad? They have a cafeteria scene, and there's no one in the cafeteria besides, like, Mac, Kawaii-chan, Aaron, Travis,
You know
and
what?
Pierce. Like, I'm
that's
not
I'm
even
surprised
joking, that's
about.
all the people in there.
That I'm not surprised about, because remember they were so focused on getting all of the details and stuff that that's what became one of the most stressful things to do. And and I guess I don't know if they're back in their offices or not at this point, so they could
I
very well do that
reckon.
just to save, honestly.
I don't know, if I were them, I would place around a bunch of random custom PCs, though. Because they have more player models installed, because everyone's in HD skins.
I'm sure. Actually, yeah. To be fair, they probably still have the models saved somewhere. I don't know. Again, in the offices, some hard drive or something, I imagine. I don't know really, but doesn't matter. Let's just focus on the good old days when AFMAO was aiming at a slightly broader range of audiences. As a complete unrelated note, this scene will involve Eric talking to Aaron in werewolf form for the first time.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait.
Yeah,
I got one thing to say as well. Yes, so
Come on.
I wanna say, I kind of get replacing Balto with Ian, but at the same time, Ian with Balto.
Okay, that's
There. I'm not saying it wrong. I kind of get it because AFMA's newer style, but at the same time, why couldn't we bring back Balto's VA?
Again, he might not have been available. Recognizability. You ruined my perfect segue there.
I will ruin your segues all day.
Yeah, well, guess what? Thanks to you, we also have this image of Aaron staring straight into Akmal's shoulder. So, you're welcome for that.
Oh, so attractive? Question mark. I don't know.
Some people are into shoulders. There you go.
we've got some explaining to do.
One, two, 3, 4. I've been feeling so small.
Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one stopping.
What's going on?
Oh, I thought it was like the end of the conversation. That'd be like a really clever way to use the intro.
No, I think that's a cold open.
Well, yes, but I mean that's not what I'm saying. I mean they could use the intro to actually like pass the time in between them saying, between them all giving their explanations. But then again, I forgot that Apple doesn't think the audience have seen the previous episodes in any.
No, well, actually, it makes more sense to tell them because we don't know how Aaron's supposed to explain him being a werewolf to the rest of the friends
I don't
at
think it
home.
particularly matters how he explains it, just more that explains it in this particular instance.
Yeah, no, but this is just an example of how he would explain it to his future friends.
His future friends.
Or no, not his future friends, but like his friends back at MyStreet.
Okay, sure. I mean, honestly, I would have skipped that explanation again, because obviously, again, the audience have seen it already. We don't need to know the ins and outs of what he says specifically, unless it.
No, I mean this is the first time. This is the first time.
The first time what? Hang on. Sorry, that was a group call.
Yeah, no, this is the first time that we have two people explaining it, having it explained to them that isn't bringing up the lodge. Like, they do not talk about the lodge at all. I mean, they think they briefly mention the idea of the lodge, but they don't mention Ian or, like, forever potions or something like that, because they don't go into the whole Ultima explanation. Like,
well, they don't need to. That's not that's not part of the question. The question for them would be why is there's Aaron a werewolf, which of course has nothing to do with the lodge, because he already was before that point, so it wouldn't come up at all anyway, and people would surely understand that. Well, I say that, but then again, people didn't understand that Santa Claus was actually hinted at in the first episode of what was it, the holiday special. So
but yeah, again, this is not one of those cases where Aphmau treats her audience like an idiot or like they haven't seen it though. This isn't one of those cases.
Well, we'll see how it's executed, and then we'll see, because I'm still not entirely convinced.
Why is Aaron's family wearing werewolf stuff?
This is weird.
Why are they all in blackface? Question mark.
Yes, yeah, exactly. See,
I'm kidding.
That's why I wanted to tell my anecdote before.
Oh, well, we'll leave you crazy kids alone. Come on, Eric. Let's go swimming.
Oh, but I want to see this happen.
Now, Eric.
Oh, fine.
In that regard, Eric.
Aphmau, seriously, what's going on? This is really creeping me out.
No joke. I've seen.
What? No. Fake werewolf and people doesn't creep anyone out. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Just ask Melissa.
Some weird things, but this is just by far the weirdest.
I suppose we were going to have to tell them someday.
Yeah, duh.
Aaron, it's okay. Caitlin, Travis, this is going to be a very difficult conversation to have with you guys. But you deserve to know. Aaron is a werewolf.
Oh, good one. Almost had me there.
Guys, please. I would appreciate it if you didn't laugh. I'm serious.
Wait, Aph never sounds this serious.
That's a fair point. I mean, we haven't had angry Aphmau for a while. Now we're getting serious Aphmau.
Unless it's...
Aaron is a werewolf.
You're joking. You have to be.
I'm not. Why do you think he was gone for a year?
Okay, now we're bringing up the lodge, because that's again,
Yeah,
a different
again,
question.
I said lightly touching on it.
Yeah, I know. I'm not talking about your thing. I'm talking about the fact that they've actually brought this extra bit up. It's like that was somehow connected to his confession of being a werewolf, but which again, he was werewolf at birth, so it didn't need to come in.
This is Aaron. This has always been Aaron.
He's a werewolf? How?
I've hid my ears and tail my entire life. I mean, I never had them, but...
Wait.
That's actually also not true, but I guess he didn't realize at the time.
So, you... why would you do that?
It was his choice. Over the past year, he spent time with his family. This was a result of what happened at the lodge a year ago.
To be honest, I kinda suspected something was up when everyone told me you two weren't seeing each other for a year. I guess it's just... well, Caitlin and I weren't expecting this.
Yeah.
Well, we'll drop the issue for now. It seems like this is a sensitive topic, and...
It is.
I was hoping to...
You know what? You've convinced me. I like seeing serious Aphmau.
Take the summer to figure out how to approach everyone else about this.
Caitlin and I just need time to process this. For now, we'll try to treat you like you're still Aaron.
But
Which, yeah,
he
he's
is.
still Aaron.
I know, but again, we're...
Still in shock.
Yeah. So, anyway, it's great to see you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great to see you guys. Here.
Also, I like the voice
Yeah,
acting there.
so,
Like them do the voice acting and them shaking out a bit, you know, was just really good there from Lizzie and Pat.
Absolutely, yeah. That's the difference when someone actually reads the script and gets their emotions right. I'm sure we can both relate to people not doing that with us.
Yeah.
Is this about you guys dating?
It's not like we're official or anything. We're just...
Long story. Hey, how about we take a break and take this all in, yeah?
I mean, honestly, a subject change might help you out in this instance, but fair enough.
That way we can get our story in order, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, yours... Again, they haven't thought this through at all, have they?
Sounds good.
Yep, we'll catch up with you guys later.
We'll come back later.
Yep. See you then. Oh. Aaron.
They won't look at me the same as they did before, will they?
Truth be told,
I mean, technically speaking, yeah, I guess no one really would, because, you know, they're looking at different things, they see a different side to you. That might not necessarily be a bad thing. I don't know.
probably not. Aaron, I'm sorry. It's
Again, that's the other whimper that I was saying. I feel like that's... Like, they bring it up at some point. I don't know when it was.
just... For them, they have no idea what happened a year ago. So, taking this in is going to be incredibly difficult for them. Especially since they have no idea you're in Ultima.
I know, it's just... This is different for me. Caitlin and Travis. They both had fear in their eyes. Especially Caitlin.
I can understand Caitlin's fear. I don't know about Travis's fear necessarily. Maybe that might have been because Athmal was actually kind of intimidating in a serious, with a serious tone.
Yeah, serious people can be intimidating. That's why I don't be serious that
I think it's mostly
often.
to do with that, quite honestly.
They're just worried. We'll try to explain more to them later, okay? For now, let's just accept the fact that they're somehow here and figure out where to go from there.
That's like most characters in Starlight. Let's just accept the fact that they're all here.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, unlike Love, Love, Paradise, where it's apparently something to be celebrated, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are, babe. Are you petting me again?
You are very fluffy.
Oh god, Athmal! I mean, I know where this is going, but like, oh god, it's so hard to...
You know something? I was about to be like, this is an early Levi drink that I was going to like put in the episode. But no, apparently we're not doing that. Great, because you ruined it.
You ruined it, Athmal. It's all your fault. It was Agatha all along.
Well, how do you think it went?
Looks like it went terrible from here, but maybe it didn't? I don't know. I couldn't really hear what they were saying. I just wonder how they managed to get around the Ultima thing.
Don't worry, you know what, if you didn't hear what they said, it's fine. No one hears anything when they're like 2 meters away from each other.
Oh, right. That thing about Aaron being able to werewolf things.
I mean, on one hand, I'm sort of surprised that Eric found they was told, but on the other hand, I'm not. I guess it sort of checks out.
Humans into werewolves.
Where did you come from?
I've been floating around. Anyway.
I am slightly shocked that Rachel is using a floaty as well. I guess Athma can be the only character in this universe who couldn't swim.
Since you two already know, Aaron is the descendant of an Ultima. which makes it possible for him to turn humans into werewolves.
Yes, we know.
Yeah, now we're going back into app-watching the audience like they're dumb.
It's a curse. And if you tell anyone outside of everyone who already knows here, I'll personally make sure your life is completely destroyed.
Yep. No need to worry about me. I know who you are, and I know in the business world, you are scary, Mrs. Lacken.
It's Mrs. Wolf we're here.
Right.
Which, again, not suspicious.
She really that scary?
Well, she knows my boss, so yeah.
Yes, Quepples.
Hey!
Oh yeah,
What
here
are you
comes
guys doing over there?
Just talking about
fetishization of werewolves.
You know what? I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back to Levi drinking for serious asthma because I think nothing in this episode is ever gonna top that. Okay, there we go. Moving on.
about things, sweetheart.
Oh, and hello, Willie.
Okay. Hey, darling, there's this cool fish here. Want to try to catch it?
Coming.
Yeah,
What?
good luck catching fish in a floaty. Oh, I guess you're not.
She left the floaty.
What?
What's with that face?
I love the very idea of trying to make Derek one of the worst characters in the whole show. To be like, this like eligible and attractive I guess symbol of some sort. There's something uniquely terrible about that idea.
What? Yes, I'd love to go get lunch right now.
Yeah, I can tell. You're drooling.
Oh, now, Eric!
What is with you, Savannah? You've been eyeing that guy up over there ever since we got here.
No.
I love that. That guy over there. He knows Mrs. Lycan, but not Mr. Lycan. Or Mr. Wolfware.
I haven't.
Yes, you have. What's he got that I don't got? He's dumb. His name's Derek. Anything that sounds like that is ugly. He's ugly.
Oh, Eric, are you jelly?
No, I'm not.
You're acting like a kid, Eric.
Seriously, what's he got that I don't got?
Well, he's got...
Her interest? I'm kidding. That was mean.
I don't get the attraction to werewolves though. Like, I mean, they're alright, I guess, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Well, considering
look, here's the thing about werewolves though. It becomes creepy when you compare them to like real life races, and then you have a character in love with werewolves.
Honestly, even then...
I mean, without giving proper commentary. Although, it wouldn't be a bad idea if AFM actually explored the idea how, in a way, Sylvana fetishized werewolves and stuff like that, and would be an interesting storyline to explore, kind of like how she explored AFM treating Aaron differently because he's a werewolf. It could be an interesting commentary about how sometimes people get fetishized for their race, and it's kind of creepy.
Yeah, true. So I was about to say that, yeah, definitely people do have preferences in real life that sometimes do exceed normal parameters.
Yeah, it's like, instead of just being like, oh yeah, I just like this person of this race, and it's just like, oh man, people of this race are so hot. You're like, oh my god, like, look at the, getting into creepy levels of talking about them.
Yeah, I'll throw this one out there. There's a difference between having a type and having an obsession.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, which would be, again, interesting commentary if I ever went for it.
We're the same, except for...
You're not the same! He has like, different eye colors and different hair color and stuff like that. And possibly is hotter or not as hot. I don't know. Maybe he has a different body type. We don't know.
I mean, we do know that he's a bit more muscular, but also less firm than Aaron. That's been that's been confirmed by Afna herself. Because
oh God, I forgot about that.
Also the bit there's what was I gonna say? There's also the aspect of I guess how high up they are in the business world or something like that, which Eric should really know about because he literally just described his wife in that regard. Anyway, never mind.
Ears and tail?
I mean, I've always had a thing for werewolves.
Why didn't I know this? Oh, wait.
I mean, why didn't she know that? Like, why didn't he know this? Like, I feel like they would have at least discussed this stuff with each other at some point, like in conversation.
Hey, that's right. You dated back when we were in high school.
Oh yeah, because, you know, dating a werewolf is the same thing as having a thing for werewolves. There's no in between, obviously. You can't just do that casually. You have to have an obsession with somebody different to you if you are going to date them. That's how that works.
Yeah.
Thank you, Eric, for the life lesson.
I've said too much. I'm out.
Honestly, you haven't said enough. He said too much.
Savannah, wait! I guess I didn't realize Savannah had feelings like that. I mean,
She had
an idea
feelings
she
for
liked werewolves.
romantic feelings, or well, actually, yeah.
Aaron has the ability to turn people into werewolves.
Oh God, no! What in the worst storylines? No!
All right, I'll get that fish if it's the last thing I do.
We're just going to toss it back in the water, dear.
It's the principle of the matter, Rachel. I need to catch it.
That's a fair point. There's actually that's a subcategory of fishing called angling, which is the fishing for fun. Where you just put the fish back in the water again afterwards.
Mrs. Wolfware!
Yes?
May I ask, out of pure unprovoked curiosity, does Aaron turn people into werewolves by biting them?
Yes, but he has to.
Got it! Thanks!
I mean, it's incredibly painful, but... Huh.
Well, don't worry, he's about to subject us to a world of pain, so I assure you it'll be justified.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Want to head back and grab a bite to eat?
Sure. I am hungry.
Aaron, bite me!
What? Wow, rude!
No, not that. I mean...
We love double meanings.
I don't think... Okay.
We're going back to the house now, Mr. Caitlin's dad. Come on.
Does she still call him Mr. Caitlin's dad after all these years? Really?
Aaron.
Well, I suppose I should have given more context.
Yeah, because bite me can mean fight
if I
me.
do, he probably won't. I'll just have to get him to turn me without him noticing.
Oh
Or you can
God.
ask again.
Or you could, yeah. Do you think Aphmel's into biting? Just wondering, because like, you know, like maybe having Aaron bite her is like an allegory for some sort of kink.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like real life Aphmel.
Oh, I mean that too.
Yeah, maybe she was like working through some discovery that she made recently.
Yeah, she was just like, you know what I find attractive? Biting. Aaron could turn people into werewolves by biting them. Now she could bite now he could bite Aphmel.
Yes, indeed. I would say that's a stretch, but that's literally what happens in the show, so never mind. Also, I'm going to point out something completely unrelated right now. This is the first scene change in the episode, and we're like almost done. I just thought it was interesting.
How you doing?
I'm confused, I guess. Not entirely sure how to feel about Aaron right now.
Same. I mean, it's kinda out of nowhere.
I can see why Caitlin says she doesn't know how to feel about Aaron, but why Travis?
I think it's the fact that they'd feel partially lied to, their like knowing someone for so long, and that something like a big secret like that has just been unchecked for like over 10 years, and like not knowing how to feel in the moment. It's just like, wow.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that is how I would feel as well, to be perfectly honest.
Just need to talk to them more.
Yeah, we will. For now, though, we should just think about all of this. I just hope they don't blow our cover with your dad.
I don't think we need to worry about that. Now come on!
Mostly because you didn't really explain how that worked.
Let's go and relax by the beach, okay?
Yeah.
What did you
Yeah, I could use some R&R.
After you, my lady.
Seriously? So
Well, you've barred Lawrence from calling Lady Caitlin in season 1, so I guess he's doing the next best thing.
lame.
What? I'm trying.
Wow.
Oh, I was just thinking to myself, oh, I was going to talk about like a story to do with Anthony, but there you go, here he is actually right now.
Yeah.
So yes, hello. I was about to read out your name, but I just realized I don't actually know how to say that properly.
I don't know how to say his name either.
Yeah, well, he'll explain that some other time. I'm just going to say, like, in comparison to, was it before about feeling lied to necessarily about, somebody's, something about somebody for years or something like that. I mean, I was about to say, like, oh yeah, finding out that, one of your childhood friends was bi after a while, but then again, it's not like he hid that, it's just the fact that it never came up and he didn't know himself until later. So I was like, okay. That was interesting. Moving on, I suppose. But then again, that just opened the floodgates to tease him double time, actually. So ultimately, it worked out.
That's...
A giant cupcake?
It's so big. How do you even eat that?
Well, we could have this for...
No! Tacos! We gotta go get tacos. Besides, if you want dessert, I can show you what a churro is. Trust me, you'll love it.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Tell him again. You will love churros. Churros con chocolate. Comida española auténtica.
Come on!
All right.
I've had a lot of churros in the past like month or so because of it being in Galicia. It was like every market that was there. Comida de verdad. Say it again. Eso es. Oh my word.
I know who you are.
How did you get in the cupcake?
I think he's like folded himself super low down or something like that. Either that or he got rid of like half his ribs or something.
Find you, and you will turn me.
And this storyline doesn't get revisited till the end of Starlight.
Which, you know what, I'm actually glad about.
Okay, yes, I'm glad about it in hindsight, but like it's so weird to introduce it here and then not do anything with it for several episodes.
I think maybe Aphma might have changed her mind.
And then re-changed her mind.
So good. Gordon Ramsay,
it's just how you do.
No. Before we get to the end, what was that? Hold up. I think that was an ad-lib that I need to highlight.
He'll turn me. Oh, it's so good. Gordon Ramsay, eat your heart out.
Gordon Ramsay, eat your heart out.
Okay, I really think that was like Keston's ad-lib put in. That is just amazing. You know how I said that nothing was going to top Serious Aphmal? Yeah, I take it back now. That would have got my Levi drink right there, actually. Spiritual Levi toast, I guess. I won't drink to it, but I'll toast it. There you go. So, that was an Ultima's Bite. An episode curiously lacking an Ultima's Bite. But
I think it was just about establishing an Ultima's Bite.
Yes,
I mean, even though it's been vaguely established before.
I understand that. And honestly, despite the fact that this was absolutely and utterly bizarre as far as the way that this went, it is sort of interesting how Aphmal well, we talked about Aphmal recycling plots anyway, but this time she specifically recycled a plot within the same show and also changed the tone. Kind of like the episode you came in ranting about, actually, in a strange connected way. It's almost like, I guess, every 5 years the stars align. I don't know. But no, basically this was like saying, oh yeah, well, one way is played comedically, and the other one is played seriously. And we get to see also a preview of Serious Aphmal in here as well. So yeah, it's interesting. Like the first third, or maybe the first half of the episode, I'm definitely all for as the way that it went down. I think as soon as Aphmau pets Aaron, it goes downhill after that, and we just kind of stay in that realm when it comes to the Sylvana and Eric stuff. So yeah, at least we get churros to look forward to. Well, I don't anymore because I'm not in Spain anymore. Came back too soon, but oh well.
Oh,
matter.
by the way, how have you been?
Oh, me personally, I don't know. I mean, to be honest, like today, physically, I've had a bit of a headache, but that might be because we were talking about mythology until 5 in the morning. Yeah.
It's a great conversation.
It is, yes, that is true. But yeah, honestly, like in general, I've been I've been kind of existing. I'm still in the mode of distracting myself, but for the most part, actually, I say been somewhat productive. So at least there's that. I'm giving my energy to something. So yeah, that's that. Also, actually, that does mean, by the way, there's a new What If coming tomorrow to the Butterbunch channel, in case anyone here is interested about that. Gonna be sorting out those details once I close this window.
We need to show, wait, is Adrian a fan of Dragon Ball?
I don't know. Is he?
Like, seriously.
No, as in we'll give him a second to type the response to that. That was my prompt. Yeah.
I
don't actually know. I mean, we never talked about Dragon Ball when we were kids, so... But then again, that was, like, around that time, Dragon Ball to me was the thing... Well, was the thing that my brother had little bits of manga of, that I occasionally caught on TV every now and then. And also and also, strangely enough, the first ever play that I was in. It was a 2 minutes scene... involving, for some reason, Goku defecting and joining Frieza's team. I think by this point the Namek saga was airing on TV in Spain. And yeah, I actually ended up playing Vegeta during that, knowing nothing about Dragon Ball at all. I had no clue what I was on about. My brother had shown me like cards of it, and that was my entire experience. So yeah. Safe to say that that's now... that my attitude towards it has significantly changed. I don't know about his. I'm guessing that he's not really saying anything. I guess he must have gone now. So I guess we'll ask him later. Oh well. Anything else to say about the episode before we go? Because I think I laid out everything already.
No. It's a decent episode. I mean, a little bit weak on the plot side.
But yeah, well, yeah, I guess, yeah, because I mean, I did say before, I pointed out that it was essentially one scene until that Caitlin Travis bit towards the end, actually, and then I guess the Aphmau and Aaron one afterwards with the cake and such. I don't mind that necessarily. It just goes to show that I'm not the only person who weirdly has scenes that have like no match in terms of length of each other. So that's somewhat reassuring. Anywho, to everyone who was wondering about all that stuff that we mentioned last episode about, Kawaii-chan's revelations and all that stuff about her secrets and her real name, you're in luck, because next episode is called My Real Name. And that was one that came out, it's tomorrow actually. So yeah, I guess I'll see you all back here tomorrow. Same time, same place, 5 years later. Until then, please be sure to leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters, and subscribe if you're not done so already, and if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching this on Twitch right now, follow if you've not done so already. I think most of you have, but just making sure. I don't know. So yeah, I guess on that note, until next time, farewell. And subscribe to Aiden as well. I forgot to mention that usually, but yeah, subscribe to Aiden as well. Okay, bye now.